6. No one else is close to that.
Yep,
But
and
only time will tell.
Of course, Aussie 101 is one of the, I think, like 2 or 3 runners in the tournament that are actually doing new routes. I think French Lightning John. I'm never gonna call anything except Black Elite John. I think he also did new route before he ended up dropping out. But yeah, that's a much more difficult route, but it's also a good amount faster. Actually, I think it's actually about 2 minutes. So Aussie does have that advantage, but of course it is a lot more difficult. So we will see if he is able to do that, and if not, how will it affect his gameplay? As in, if he can't do the route, then we have a problem. But you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Actually, I did talk to French Lightning John about that very thing, and his explanation to me was 2 minutes is optimal, but even with some mistakes, it can still be usually like a minute and a half faster. So if Aussie does in fact run a new route today, Essie's going to have to burn some proverbial midnight oil to make that up.
Well, they're doing a good job already. Got that 1600th of a second lead. Actually, a little bit more than that coming out of series. Truly extremely important. The series time is basically the only reason you run this game. If you don't have a good series time, then, you know, you just haven't made it as a runner yet.
It's true. You'll see more resets in series than just about anywhere else. Which is funny considering most of the game actually takes place on this planet. But hey, there you go. That's the nature of Super Metroid.
Well, I mean, you think if the rest of the run was as optimized as series, we'd all have 40s. We'd all be Behemoth. It'd be 700 Behemoth all running Super Metroid.
My God, it's like the last scene in Spartacus, except everyone just stands up yelling, "I'm Behemoth!" Ooh, Aussie showing us a little bit of an extra moonfall there in the parlor. I'm already loving it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much that moonfall saves, but this moonfall here, it's pretty big. That's what, like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, something like that. The point here is it's pretty good.
Yes,
it's an
absolutely.
above average trick.
Now that is definitely the most useful of the moonfalls. Although I still say moonfall anywhere you can squeeze it is always good because it definitely makes your falling look cooler.
Absolutely. Except for the part where I think you start out falling slower, so if you just doing it everywhere, then you actually lose time on some spot. But nobody's counting.
Oh yeah, it's one of those you must fall at least this much before moonfall actually saves you time.
Anyways, the runners are pretty much synced up here in the early game. You see both runners having really solid early game times, with Aussie just about a second ahead of AC.
But both of them still getting 3:45-ish elevator times back up to criteria. Those are excellent elevator times.
Yeah, these are pretty good.
Yeah, but now let's see if they can keep that going because they're coming up on to the climb, which can definitely lead to a little bit of a divide opening up here. They start dropping wall jumps or ledge grabs. And we're getting 2 different styles too. Essie showing us the Behemoth climb, and Aussie showing us the classic wall jump strat. All wall jumps all the time. Way to make me look like a liar there, Aussie. Shoot.
Yeah, Aussie's wall climb was really solid. Actually, that was impressive.
They were both super clean.
I mean, of course, not to take away anything from AC, but you know. See, I do the wall jumps. I'm more impressed by some clean wall jumps. It's just personal preference. Neither one's significantly faster.
Yeah. I personally find the wall jumps harder, which is why I do the behemoth climb. So I have mad respect for anybody who can do those wall jumps cleanly. But now it's time for Bomb Chorizo, the BT. They're going to be wanting to get 5 shots, 7 missiles, and they both have full energy, so they're going to get those guaranteed drops. All they gotta
took
do...
a hit standing up, though.
Ooh, you're right. That could be what lets Essie pull into the lead here, but still, the drops looks like they're cooperating for Aussie. Yes, they are.
So I think Aussie may have accidentally picked up all the missile drops. What you want to do there is you want to pick up most of the missile drops the first time, and then for the second round after BT gets damaged, you can pick up the rest of the missiles and finish off the fight. Unfortunately, it looked like Aussie picked up all of the missiles, so we had to get another round of eggs. But luckily, so did AC, because they took a little bit of damage. So things are still nice and even.
Oh yes, I'm expecting early game to stay pretty even until we start moving on to the major bosses.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, there's going to be some slight divergence. You see there, Aussie missiling down the pirates, where AC just runs right through them, because Aussie will need the health for Fantoon, since he is going to be doing ship first.
Yeah, but that also means he's going to have to stop and kill 2 of the enemies down here in Green Brinstar to get back up to 5 missiles. He's got to be able to open that pink door. Yo, no problem. Look at that.
Yeah, there's actually a couple different strats you can use there. They're all basically the same thing, just angle down and shoot, but there's a couple different methods you can do. Like, I've seen some people, I think even Sloters takes a little bit extra time to crouch and make sure they get that missile shot in. Aussie, on the other hand, didn't need no crouch and just got the shot straight up.
Not even stopping to oh my gosh, the sync! Going through the door at the exact same time.
Look at that. Even had actually Aussie a little bit faster on those bombs. That's cool.
Making their way through Big Pink, getting these missiles and heading on down to the charge beam. Still, just so close. Unfortunately, with the route divergence, it's definitely going to become harder to figure out who's in the lead at that point.
Yeah, there's a couple spots where old route and new route are basically synced. I'll point them out. I remember a couple of them. I'll point them out when I see them. But yeah, for the most part, this early game has been pretty much all synced. With Aussie having like a 2.5 lead right now, and that being the most significant lead we've seen so far this race, 8 minutes in.
Oh my goodness. Man, I really don't know what to say. I just feel like what we're seeing with our eyes just kind of speaks for itself here, honestly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now
There
we
goes
see
Aussie.
the big route divergence. AC going down to fight Kraid, while Aussie goes up to fight Fantoon.
And this is definitely a bit of a stress. I'm already starting to feel a little bit sweaty under the collar here, just thinking about what Aussie's going to have to deal with. Fantoon is no joke under normal circumstances, and as the first boss, Fantoon is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, incredibly dangerous, also incredibly random, which only adds to the danger, since there's a lot of different patterns Fantoon can have, and you really just have to memorize them all to have a good chance at this fight in this route. So, of course, Aussie, he's been running this route for actually a little while, so hopefully he is comfortable with the ghost.
Here's hoping. In the meanwhile, though, Essie has made it into Kraid's warehouse, going to go through this room, take care of some pirates, and then take care of Mini Kraid. Just 2 rooms away from the giant floor lizard.
Oh, they got a health drop from Mini Kraid.
Huh, that doesn't usually happen unless your health is super low, but hey.
Yeah, I think they have like a 98% chance of dropping super missiles. So there's very rarely one of those will drop a health, and that happened to AC. So they're still fine. They're doing the 2 missile 3 super quick kill.
No problem.
Yeah, they get it, no problem.
Ooh, Aussie unfortunately having a little bit of trouble in the moat. This is one of the more challenging parts, movement-wise, in this route. This horizontal bomb jump is not easy.
You kind of feel bad for Aussie. You saw how much he was practicing this. Oh, just didn't quite get enough distance with that. But he was practicing this for a while and getting it really consistently before the race. So this might be a little bit of nerves. Aussie maybe the pressure of being in the finals of a tournament might be getting to him.
Oh, undoubtedly, this is... I get the feeling that for anyone who runs New Route, that room right there is one of the things that has you really sweating bullets early on, because you can easily lose your entire time advantage from New Route in that room if things go badly enough. Oh no, Aussie! Oh god, This is really bad news for him.
You see AC picking up the safety E-tank there at Kraid. Technically not necessary, but I mean, I think it was Cutie who had a 43, or still has a 43 old route. Of course, he's got a better new route time now, but I think he said, like, unless you're going for really good times, you shouldn't be skipping that E-tank.
Yeah, that's kind of how I play it as well. It's one of the most convenient E-tanks. It's right along the way, and it gives you a... And, well... Yeah, unless you're fighting for a top time, that's time well spent getting that E-tank.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't need it in Mother Brain, that's the most obvious place you would want extra energy. But just having the extra E-tank for Wreck Ship, Lower Norfair, even Meridia, it's just so helpful for the entirety of the game. It's probably the best safety in any route in this game.
Absolutely. But speaking of safety, Aussie is about to take care of Fantoon without much of that. One E-tank, no suits whatsoever. Strong start here. Going to have to rely on these missile Dopplers to do damage.
That was not a great first round Doppler. I didn't see how many missiles he got.
Not very many, I'm afraid.
And he gets another slow.
Ugh,
Fantoon coming out to play, and that is not a good thing for Aussie.
Ooh. Okay, that was a little bit better there.
That was actually kind of cool. I don't know if he wanted to do that, but K going through Fantoon with that morph ball.
Oh my god, another slow. Oh no, and unfortunately not quite hitting. Fantoon does have a really, really small hitbox when it first opens its eye like that. Oh my gosh, he's also in really bad spots. Only 69 energy right now. It's gotta be careful. Because I'm not mistaken, Flames do like 60 damage.
Fourth slow. Fantoon. This hurts. I've fought Fantoon plenty of times before. This hurts to watch.
Aussie's keeping it cool though. Gotta be careful with dealing with this Fantoon, but looks like he got him. Very nice. Had me worried there, but it looks like I had nothing to worry about. Just keeping it cool like a cucumber.
Alright, chat's telling me high jump in GT Classic is probably the best safety, and I guess I'm actually inclined to agree with that, but you know, I forgot about it because you pick it up so often that I didn't even consider it a safety. It's just a different route. I digress. This isn't the GT Classic Prodigy tournament. On the other hand, if anybody wanted to host a GT Classic Prodigy tournament, I guess I would probably be too good to, but I would be all over that. But that's not important right now. What's important is Aussie is making his way towards the gravity suit.
And I'm sure he'll be very happy to see it. Cutting damage down by 75%. Oh, having a very clean attic. I'm liking it a lot.
Ooh, just
there we go.
Missed that last shot.
Still making it through very cleanly, all things considered. You normally see folks go through Attic with Speed Booster, giving you access to some blue suit shenanigans or shine sparks, but
Yeah, new route, you don't have any kind of shenanigans available to you, so you just gotta fight your way through it, really.
it's true. It's so true. Meanwhile, Essie has managed to pick up the Speed Booster and the Wave Beam. Running fast, shooting Cheerios. He's on his way up to Fantoon as well now. Gonna take care of the Ghost. Slightly better armed, though, and better armored for sure. Alright, Aussie having himself a nice little round of bowling here, because sometimes you gotta take a break from bounty hunting to squeeze in 10 frames.
You know it.
There we go, just outright skipping orange, moving directly from yellow to purple. Oh, I think Essie might have been going for Alpha Spark, but bonked into the door by accident. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Alpha Spark isn't super necessary. It actually doesn't save as much time as you would expect because of the crash animation, but it's definitely a cool trick if you have the health for it. Of course, you don't really want to be going for it unless you pick up the Crady tank, because otherwise you just don't have enough health to go across the ocean and then fight Fantoon.
Oh, Essie unfortunately having a little bit of trouble setting up the hero shot here in Red Tower, having to do a couple of extra sets of wall jumps, but does make it up.
I think we're about to see a high five here.
Possibly, although I think Essie might possibly get down too quickly. Yep, just missed the high five.
Yep. Unfortunate. We were so close. Just a platform away, but AC has more important things on his mind right now. He is going to get his power bomb.
Yeah, gotta make sure you get ready to explode with the best of them. There we go. Ammo and energy all looking really good. Essie's in spectacular shape heading into Wrecked Ship.
Yeah, having that's one of the benefits of not getting Plasma Spark. You still have full health entering or going up to the sparks to get to Wrecked Ship, I should say. I assume he won't. What?
I think that crab dropped nothing, which is really mean-spirited.
Is that possible? Can they drop nothing if you're full, or if you don't have full power bombs or health?
I don't know, but the second crab didn't look like it dropped anything. All I know is those crabs are jerks. They have a really high chance of dropping power bombs, but it's not uncommon to get nothing but energy when you need a power bomb really badly. Maybe that's just my experience, I don't know.
My experience is the opposite. You just want power bombs and get health. Or you want health and get power bombs.
Wanna trade?
I guess it's both. It's both, really. Anyways, sorry chat, I meant Alpha Spark, not Plasma Spark.
Oh gosh,
I hope we see that. But
I just remembered something. I did commentate over Ossie's last race. He does not actually run New Route, he runs Picard. He runs PKRD. He does hit Kraid first. So a little bit of that captain that we all love so much here on Speed Gaming. So double bosses again, so this time the roles are reversed. Aussie.
But he's running.
Can't hear you, I think you're cutting out a bit. Man, I'm hearing like every 20th word. I don't know what's going on. Yo, Essie absolutely nailing that X Factor, though. Looking real good so far. While Aussie on his way down into Norfair. Gonna deal with Ridley first. This does somewhat cut down on the time he saves from using the newer route, but, like we said, it gives you a little bit of safety. And most importantly, Dragon is closer to Turian than Ridley is, so once the 4 bosses are done, it'll be a lot more obvious who's in the lead. Meanwhile, Essie, finishing off Phantoon. We got ourselves some nice bustin'. A few hours before Thursday, but I think it is bustin' Thursday in all of our hearts. Aussie getting that sweet, sweet mouthball coming out of Kraid's warehouse.
Yep.
Oh. I think we got him back.
Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit. I may have to go reset my router. I don't know. But yeah, Aussie. I don't know if you heard me when I said I think Aussie does run normal new route. He's just doing PKRD for race safety because it is a much safer route, especially since you can pick up.
You cut out again, but I think you were about to say Varia. That's my guess. That's my professional estimate. Actually, the Varia doesn't matter because you got Gravity Suit.
I said Crady tank.
Right. Okay, now that I look like a fool.
I mean, it's on my end. It's not your fault.
Oh, it is my fault for picking the wrong item. Crady Tank does make a lot more sense.
I've been visited by the ghost of Elminster, aka Asher. He's blessed me with Elmnet, except that's not a blessing.
Elmnet. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Essie doing a little bit of bowling while Aussie is going to be setting up to head down to lower Norfair now. Oh. I think he was going to try to go... Yeah, he's going to go for upper route.
Well, of course he's going for upper route. He still needs to pick up his items in Norfair.
You can tell I have a lot of experience with new route.
I mean... I don't know.
No, you do know. That's why you're here. You know these things.
Alright, well, unfortunately, since Aussie does not have Speed Booster yet, he is forced to go upper route here, go through the heck runs. They aren't really hell runs because you have a suit, so that makes it heck.
It's true. Oh, I like that setup, actually. It's pretty slick. Taking care of Bubble Mountain, no problem. Toppling tyrannical regime of King Kakatak.
The king is down. Except not for long, because as soon as you go back, there's a new king. Seems like a very fragile oligarchy. That's not the word I was looking for. Monarchy. That's the oligarchy would imply that it's just the richest cac is on the throne.
I mean, for all we know, that is the richest cac. We honestly have no way of knowing.
I mean, that would make sense why there's always a new one, because once you kill the richest, then the second richest just takes his place, right?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually.
That's how it works.
Unlocking the secrets of Metroid lore here tonight.
Yep, that's official canon. You can ask Nintendo. Just go ask Reggie. He's not contracted anymore, so he can reveal all the secrets. And he would tell you that the King Kakatak is actually an oligarch. Anyways, AC is heading into Meridia. So I mentioned that there's a couple places where old route and new route sync up, but unfortunately, since Aussie's not doing straight new routes, I don't know exactly anymore. I know one of the places is old route gets gravity suit at about the same time new route goes down the elevator to Lower Norfair, and I think even though Aussie lost a good amount of time to that comparison since he did Kraid first, I believe he is a little bit behind AC right now.
Yeah, I think the moat really made the difference there. Oh, I do just want to call out one thing real quick. Essie did get the yump through the door in Meridia. That's a frame-perfect jump, and he just got it. No big deal.
No big deal.
And, oh, that perfect setup. Oh, the one-round Botwoon! Beautiful.
Yep, that is a newer setup, I believe. Was it Cutie that found it? I know Cutie found a similar one for Ridley. But it's a pretty nice setup. Allows you to not jump directly onto Botwoon, getting the X Factor.
And Aussie also just got Lava Spark right there. There's just, both of them just showing us such tremendous play. It's hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, let's see if we can see some more here. Oh, no. Well, as soon as we call it out, I guess.
I'm not going to take the blame for that. I blame the doors. Doors are the enemy of your happiness in this game. They are not open until the animation is completely finished, even if there's nothing visibly there.
I mean, personally, I'm not a fan of doors in real life. They always stop me from where I want to go, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you. And sometimes even when they're open, they'll do things like grab the hem of your shirt. Next thing you know, you got a big old hole. Just jerks like that.
Dude, the worst... I don't know how this happened multiple times, but when I was in college... I mean, I'm still in college. I'm just... semester's over. But, I always carried my key on, like, a really long lanyard in my pocket. And for some reason, the lanyard would always get caught on the handle of the door, like, to the stairs. It happened so often. I was kind of annoyed.
Oh, that sucks. Dang,
You know who's also annoyed? Dragon.
Oh, Essie.
Essie.
Might get the perfect kill here. Oh, that was so good!
That was a 2-round, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
And the blue suit. That's as clean a Dragon as you could ever hope to see.
Meanwhile, we got some nice sparks to kill these metal pirates from Aussie. I would say not super impressive, but I can't do them for the life of me, so, you know,
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Nice mockball strats for Powerhouse there from Aussie as well. Essie only has one boss left. That's Ridley. Aussie about to face off. Now, here's the thing about Ridley for Aussie. Since he has the spacer, he's going to have to get 60 charged shots to finish this fight, and he's only at 290. Ridley is a genuine threat in this game compared to some of the other 2D Metroids, so Aussie's going to have to play real clean.
Well, especially in New Route, since you don't have the full beam combo you normally would. So Ridley takes 3 times as many shots, and all while doing pretty non-trivial damage if you aren't dodging his attacks. So This is a very tough fight. I would argue this is the hardest part of New Route, the Ridley fight. I'm also not very good at Ridley, though, so you can do with that information what you will.
Oh yeah, honestly, the Ridley fight is one of the things that frightens me off of New Route the most, because even in Old Route, Ridley can be a struggle if you're coming in without full energy.
Honestly, having a really clean fight so far, though.
Speaking of the big difference, though, Essie getting the Plasma Beam, that's the beam that makes the fight so much easier in Old Route. Although still not trivial. No, Essie's doing spectacular. No, Essie's definitely doing a spectacular job of dealing with Ridley here.
Yep, gonna start using up the super missiles. Of course, unlike an old route where you have OP plasma beam, super missiles are faster in the Ridley fight, and Aussie gets a really nice Ridley grab actually, right as that last shot comes in.
Wow, yeah, I think Aussie may have taken less than 100 energy worth of damage there. That's a really clean fight.
So a chat asking, how do we know who's in the lead? There's no exact way, honestly, but I can tell you that I believe Essie's in the lead by actually a decent amount. That could change though. He still has to go through Lower Norfair, which is, even an old route with Plasma Beam, is a fairly dangerous location.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be rough to check because they both have one boss to go, but Aussie's boss is Dragon, who is much closer to getting to Turian. So even if they finish the next boss at the same time, Aussie has a shorter distance to travel. So we're not going to know for a little bit longer yet.
The other thing you have to remember though is that AC has the Plasma Beam. So even if he enters G4 at the same time, or even a little bit later than Aussie, he will have an advantage during the Mother Brain fight.
That's right. Again, much like the Ridley fight, just going to be a whole lot shorter for Essie. The beams just make a big difference. It makes it harder on us.
One thing I will definitely notice, both runners are well under sub 50 pace right now, which is really cool considering both of these runners started with above 50-minute times as their PB at the start of this tournament, for those of you who were not aware. So just showing that both can pull something like this off in a race setting, pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no,
Aussie had some really nice dodges there, getting through 3 Musketeers.
Getting through that room cleanly is always kind of fun and a little bit nerve-wracking just because the key hunters are such a dangerous enemy. Oh, Essie giving us that beautiful space boost. Getting that trick is the key to making lower route faster than upper route.
Yeah, that is not an easy... It's actually, yeah, deceptively hard because the jump is fairly precise and it's easy to just brush onto the floor and lose the whole trick.
Alright, Aussie doing a little bit of farming before heading on up into Meridia. And at the same time, Essie heading on down into Lower Norfair.
AC did not go for a spark. He just used the space jump, just jumped across, or jumped up the Gravitron. Did the intended strat, not breaking any rules here. Reggie would be proud.
And, you know, sometimes intended strats are faster. It's alright.
Yeah.
Thankfully, with Space Jump, that's going to make the worst room in the game easier for Essie to deal with as well.
Yep, he also didn't even go for fast pillars, just went to power bomb the pillars, which isn't significantly slower. It's actually the same speed to power bomb the pillars as it is to go back into the room before to charge up a spark for fast pillars. So, fun fact.
Yeah, fast. Uh-oh. Essie, unfortunately, dropping the space jump. Space jump, one of the most treacherous items.
He's all right.
All right, now let's see how Aussie does with Botwoon. Essie did have the super clean 1 round, so let's see if Aussie can match that. Both of them using the same setup. I'm digging it. Oh, the double 1 round. Oh, that's so good.
Yep, you love to see stuff like that. That is the boss can go really wrong really quickly. And Aussie gets a ton of supers as well. That's actually really important.
Oh yeah. I swear Bottoon likes to drop more energy than anything else, but Aussie getting that generosity.
Call it generosity. Sorry, I'll leave.
I'm actually kind of upset that I didn't think of that sooner.
So am I. 'Cause then I wouldn't have had to say it. And the
Oh,
full
God.
happy.
The full happy. That is a trick we have not seen terribly often in this tournament. It is extremely difficult to set up. And Essie showing us a space boost across Powerhouse. We're just getting some tremendous movement right now. I'm loving every moment of this.
This race is actually super close, I think. Of course, Aussie is technically closer to G4, but AC does have the
Plasma.
theoretically faster Turian, if done optimally. So this is really close.
Yeah, let's also see how Dragon goes for Aussie. That was a good setup there with the X Factor. The goop! Oh, lost the charge though, unfortunately.
No.
Oh no, don't get grabbed! Oh, having a little bit of struggle there. Dragon does not give very good hugs, in case you were wondering.
Well, I mean, you could call it good hugs if you're into getting beat up while you're being hugged.
I mean, that's true. Essie already finishing off Ridley, though. Barely even had time to think about it. Just as Aussie finishes off Dragon. With that, all 4 bosses are dead for both of them. Now they just have to head to Turian and finish it out. But is Aussie's distance advantage to the Golden 4 going to be enough to overcome Essie's speed advantage on Mother Brain 2? That's the burning question.
I mean, that's the thing about New Route. Like, you always look further behind than you actually are, I feel like. Like I said, AC had a pretty significant lead, but now I'm not as sure. It's definitely still really close, don't get me wrong. It could come down to something like Baby Skip.
Oh yeah, Baby Skip is definitely going to be a big factor. But it really is hard to tell, because I mean, even if we try to factor in how much we know the difference is, Aussie did have a big struggle with the moat. But aside from that, everything else has been pretty darn clean for both of them, so we're not really going to know until they get to Mother Brain.
Yeah, because AC is like, I would say 4-ish minutes away from G4, where Aussie's like about 2. So yeah, Aussie is in the lead. I mean, he's not 2 minutes in the lead because of what we've been talking about the whole time, but he is in the lead.
Oh dang, Aussie just making Filet-O-Fish out of the Seppi fish there.
Am I wrong about 4? It's about 4. So it's like a minute from Norfair elevator to Criteria elevator, and then a minute from there to G4.
Seems chat is also having a big old suffer about the name similarities like we are.
I guess
we're doing our best.
Less than 4. It's less than 4, but not significantly.
Oh, Essie almost getting the ball boost. That would have been super slick.
Yeah, Aussie has a bigger lead than I expected, to be honest.
Aussie breaking right through that wall, heading back into Terminator. Just moments away from the statues. Essie still has not made it into Meridia.
Aussie saying in chat he is currently on sub 48 pace, and yeah, with Baby Skip, you're looking at about an 8 minute 10-second Turian in New Route, something around that area. So that would put him at a very high 47.
Yeah, and if we use the estimate for the Norfair elevator, SE it seems to be on a 49 pace for sure, but getting the Yump again, what a legend.
You don't even need to go for it that time because you have space jump, but AC don't care.
Just playing Live and Let Live with the Seppi Fish as well. So yeah, it's going to come down to Turian. If Aussie has a clean Turian, then everything will be... It's at this point, it's essentially Aussie's race to lose.
Yeah, there's still a lot of things that can go wrong, though.
Oh yes, Turian is not free, not by a long shot. There are any number of things that can just murder your run and your happiness. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. A little bit of trouble getting the Metroids off, but still doing it before energy got too low.
Does need another super, though. It doesn't need another super, but would prefer it.
Oh, meanwhile, SE getting that sweet, sweet stanchion right through the wall. That always warms my heart when I see it. Here we go, Aussie in the final Metroid room. Ammo count looking real good. Oh my gosh, didn't get a single super drop off of those last 3 Metroids.
That's fine. He has an extra missile pack, so he can technically do this without refilling.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's just you like to see 10 supers coming out of there just for the security.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just he's okay.
Oh, definitely.
Chances of no supers dropping are 50-50. Either it happens or it doesn't.
Here we go, setting up for baby skip. Oh, getting grabbed. Thankfully, nose to face right, save those frames.
The AC is still definitely on sub 50 pace, well under sub 50 pace even. This is honestly pretty close to PB for him, I think.
Yeah, SE is 4901 is his PB, so...
Well, it's slow 49 pace for sure, assuming baby skip.
Right. Alright, Aussie playing it smart. Accidentally fired a missile there, opted to open the door and take the missile refill. I like that move a lot. SE making his way through the Metroid rooms, not quite using the lightning fast strats of Aussie, but still, so far, so good. Just, there we go. Needs to get some of those super drops.
Yes, so for any of you who end up with 20 missiles, 9 supers at the end of the Metroid rooms, and aren't in a race so you don't want to refill, what you want to do is super all of the doors and end with 20 and 6. That is better than being 15 and 7. With 20 and 6, you can miss a couple of missiles and still be fine. With 15 and 7, if you miss any shot, you are soft locked at Mother Brain 1. So that's your fun little fact of the day.
It's true. Because super is equivalent to only 3 missiles, not 5, as some folks think. But here we go. Aussie facing off against Mother Brain 2. Once again, 60 charged shots. So he's going to have to deal with multiple ketchups. Ketchup is definitely one of the bigger dangers of this fight. It does, like, what, 200 damage? It does a lot.
Meanwhile, AC. This looks good.
Just needs to get against the moss there. Oh, and he gets it.
Well done.
Very smooth.
AC gets the baby skip.
Definitely saving him a few seconds there. That's exactly what he needs here.
I don't know if it catches him up enough, but it's definitely makes things closer.
Absolutely. I think Aussie is still going to be in the lead with this, but that does not mean that SE is out of the running. Not at all. Ooh, here comes start the catch-ups. I don't know where that sentence was supposed to be, but...
It's all right. I don't either.
Okay,
Just
I'm
on
not the only
missile
one.
off. And judging by the splits, AC seems to be half a second behind his PB right now.
Okay, Aussie has finished Mother Brain 2. With that, Aussie is in really, really good shape to just pretty much finish this out. He's going to have a really bad escape in order for Essie to be able to come back here.
Hey, so I got a quick story to tell you here. Back in a different any percent tournament, about a year ago now, actually, it was me versus Scotty, right? And Scotty was in a similar position that Aussie is here, about 30 seconds ahead of AC, which in the story would be me. And so Scotty, he has the brilliant decision to decide to save the animals, right?
All right.
I think you know where this is going.
Oh no, did it come down to that?
No, I still lost by 1 second. But it could happen.
I've actually wondered if that was going to happen at some point in the tournament, because we did have more than one runner who would save the animals every time. In the end, it never did. But Aussie is going to have a real good race time here. One of the fastest in the tournament. We're seeing that mentioned in chat. It's definitely true.
Yeah, like I said, low 49, bordering on 48, depending on how the escape goes.
Wow, this is a super good Mother Brain 3, hitting all 4 of those shots per jump he's doing there. That's really clean. That was a really good Mother Brain 3 from Aussie.
Yeah, this is really good pace. About a 48, 24? 5?
That I couldn't tell you, but this is definitely 48 pace, unquestionably. And Essie now also in to Mother Brain 3. We're gonna have we're on pace to have 2 sub-50s. That would be one hell of a way to finish out the Prodigy tournament. And Essie finishing it off, while Aussie making his way up and out of Turi and just finishing out this big room, and into Criteria he goes. Oh, giving us one last moonfall. You can't see it, but I'm making a heart with my hands right now.
Yeah, this is unfortunately, I don't think this is PB pace for AC. It's really close though, only a few seconds behind.
Yeah, he'd have to make it out in less than a minute from where he is, which is, I think that's a little bit too much. And
there it is. Aussie 101 has finished with an official SRL time of 48 minutes and 29 seconds. And with that, he is your Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament champion.
Right behind him, not to be left out, is Essie. Right here, just going to be finishing off. Low 49, really close to his PB, actually. You couldn't ask for a better race run than this. Oh! I'm not sure what happened there with the splits, but...
He's going to finish with an official time of 49:20. And, yeah, it was less than a minute apart between the two runners, and that just goes to show how good both of them have become over the course of the tournament. And that's really what you would like to see. You know, many people have improved so much. You know, AC, Aussie, people we just saw in the bronze match, Aerytheta, Maniacal, all the other ones that got sub 50s. Rasu, John, Blue Plasma Spark. I'm just listing off people I know. There's a ton of more people that I'm not as familiar with because I wasn't following the tournament.
No,
Yeah?
all sorts of folks. And even recently, like we also had oh gosh, there's too many of them. There really are. But
There's so many people.
Here he is now, Aussie. Congratulations, you have won the whole thing. How do you feel?
I don't know. I guess I'm calming down. It's kind of nervous during that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Goodness knows that you're clenching a little bit during that Fantoon.
I made some like sizable mistakes, or rather time losses early on, and then I guess that just helped keep the race close the entire time.
Oh yeah, we were definitely guessing who was in the lead up until you both hit Turian.
So first thing I really want to ask you is, after the moat happened and then Fantoon happened, like, well, how did you I guess stay calm in that situation and keep running, keep an impressive performance throughout the rest of the run? Like, what did you do to calm yourself down, basically?
So I expected that to happen because that's how my moats have been going today. So I just expected the minute time loss there and ran with it. I kind of have maybe 5 pain points in my route, and the moat and Fantoon are some of them. So like, it's expected time loss. Worst turn in the game almost went really bad, but I saved it with some quick wall jumps. So it's just part of the route for that to happen.
So were you actually I don't remember if you do. Were you paying attention to the race? Did you have a feel for where you were relative to Essie, or did you just kind of?
I saw where he was, but I don't know the timings for older out, so I didn't actually know. Like, it didn't help me to be watching.
If it makes you feel any better, we did not either. So there was a lot of incorrect guesses.
Yeah. Like, after Fantoon, I don't think I was making mistakes. So, like, comparing PBs, I didn't think he was gonna be ahead. But that's really all I had to go on, was how I personally was playing compared to his PB.
Well, was there any other part of the run you were proud of? Something that you felt went really well?
I guess not really. I think I got another gold on my bomb split, so that was really cool. But a lot of it was just average gameplay, I think.
But in the end, it gave you what you needed to secure the win and take it all. So now I just have to wonder, now that you've graduated from the Prodigy tournament, what's next for Aussie? What do you got coming up next? You're going to keep pushing Super Metroid, or do you have something else you're working on?
So my PB is 4612 in Super Metroid. I tried to get it down, and I failed. So I'm just gonna put that off. I'm not gonna push for the 45 right now. I was eyeing some Link to the Past glitched categories I might move into. Because I play both games like fairly equally. I play Link to the Past, Super Metroid, and the combo randomizer like pretty evenly. So it might be time to switch back to a Link to the Past focus for me.
Hey, it sounds good to me. That's something to look forward to. And if anyone out there hasn't already done so, by all means, give Essie and Aussie both a follow. They've shown us tremendous play, and as you heard right here, got some more varied stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, I would like to thank Mello and Safi for putting this tournament together, getting me interested in the any percent category, since it's something I just haven't really touched. I was able to just work my time down to about what people would have expected from me, I think. Based on my randomizer results, like they'd think that I'd be where I am as an any percent time.
Yeah, you've definitely improved to a very impressive any percent time. Absolutely.
Oh, and real quick, it looks like Essie has given us a message right there on the stream. It says, GG Aussie, you are an amazing runner and grats on winning the tourney. Big, wide, smiley face. Thank you for awesome commentating, and special thanks to Antimony and Melanax for hosting and organizing the tournament. I've had a lot of fun. Oh, hang on a second. I've got a thing. Oh, give me 1 second. It seems that, in fact, the aforementioned Sephi would like to say a few words to help us close this out. So just give me 1 second. We'll get him on in here. As soon as I can remember how this silly thing works, there it is.
Is that the 632371?
The one and only. What's up? Good game to Aussie and Essie. Both big, huge congrats on the first place for Aussie, of course, and second place for Essie. They both actually, just kind of came in, and I'm pretty sure that this is their first actual legit, pure Super Metroid tournament that they've participated in. And yeah, they've handled it really, really well. Also, thank you, Crunchy and Derpy, for ever so much for all that you do. I don't know if you both were done closing out. I just kind of needed the invite right now. But you guys finish out, and then I'll spew my stuff. Makatas.
I don't know if we want to keep Sephi here to spew his stuff.
That's not how he meant it, but yeah.
Without further ado, I think we should start getting things wrapped up here. No particular reason.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I did want to show a few words, then I'll toss it over to Sephi here. I wanted to say many special thank yous to, actually, once again, Sephi and Melanax for putting this all together. It's been a tremendous tournament on so many levels. Just the sense of community has been amazing. So much improvement, so much people helping each other out. It's been an absolute joy. It's one of the highlights of my year, and I can't thank them enough for putting it together. Thank you so much. And also special shout outs to Feasel and the rest of the Speed Gaming folks for giving us such a wonderful platform to put this up on so that all y'all can enjoy it with us. Wouldn't be able to do it without them, and we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. But that's all the words I've got. So, Sephi, it's all yours.
All right, perfect. You're good as well, Derpy? I don't know if you want to say something else.
I mean, I haven't been super involved with the Prodigy tournament, but it was pretty cool to see a lot of people I would consider friends in the Super Metroid community really start to get some really impressive any percent times. I guess most notably people like John, kind of the first people that watched my stream when I started running. So, and he got really good. So that's all I really had to say. But thanks for holding the tournament.
Yeah. Aussie, anything that you might want to say to close out?
Yeah, the part of the tournament I liked was how we could watch week after week, like everyone improve and the average race times come down. And then in the end, we made it to old route and new route having sub 50s. So it was hype that SE got there in the end.
Honestly, that it was, and I believe that might have been the overall goal for a lot of these runners. But once more, thank you, Crunchy, thank you, Derpy, thank you, Aussie, and thank you, Essie, for the entertainment this evening to close us out on such a hype evening. Also, shout outs to the runners and commentators from earlier, Hockey and Mario, and of course the runners. For third place, Maniacal ended up winning, and Aerytheta, huge support to the both of them, and much love. It's been a long time coming. This kind of just started off as something we intended it for it to be small. We didn't really mean for it to be like this big thing, but to an extent, I'm glad that it was, because a lot of people ended up kind of just jumping into the game and were able to see their potential and even succeed whatever their potential might have been. Huge notable runner, of course, that I actually enjoyed seeing was Cheaty being able to sweep the Swiss round. Even though Hockey criticizes us on doing the tournament wrong, but screw that. All right, this was just for fun. Remember that it was just for fun, and I hope that you all did enjoy yourselves with it. We did the best that we could. In all honesty, we definitely tried our best to keep everyone satisfied, and so thank you so much for the feedback and for showing up, supporting everyone. I'm just joking, Hockey. I was just joking. Calm down. It's a prank, dude. There's I know there's some people that wish they could have joined, and again, we also try to balance, work around with whatever ended up being thrown our way. Overall, though, I think it looks like even after the Swiss stage was over, people continued to PB, and right now, at the very end of the tournament, we were able to get a total of 47 of the 56 participants to PB, making that like 83.9% of the runners, to be exact. A lot of people reached their goals. Some people just wanted the 49 and they intend on stopping. Some people just wanted a sub 50. Some people just want to push it to the limit. So they achieved it. And for others, I don't know if there's going to be another Prodigy tournament, but I'm glad that it's gotten the reception that it did. I know Mello is super ecstatic about how this whole thing turned out. It really was just, for the most part, the both of us. Actually, for the most part, her. She was the one that was able to provide all of the statistics, all the numbers that you see on those spreadsheets, all her. I just kind of talked a lot, and that's it. But either way, it was just a joint effort, not just us. So thank you to Sloters, who did nothing. No, he did help out. He's a cool dude. Beefy for providing the spreadsheets, and then we had a couple of other tournament organizers that kind of helped out. Huge thanks to Speed Gaming, of course, for giving us the platform and being able to showcase, these prodigies, being able to improve week by week. We were able to grow along with them. We were able to grow attached to them. We met new people, and I hope we get to see these faces still around. I know I was already like going crazy over some of the participants before the tournament, and now I'm still going crazy over newer runners and those that have not let up and continue to grind down their times. So thank you to all the commentators, volunteering their time, the re-streamers also for the volunteering, just being able to make all of this possible, for watching. I don't know. I have to let everyone know. I could ban you, cheating. You know that. I could even time you out if you want. Just shut up. All right, I'm talking. Toasty, you're done too. The orchestra's been playing for your gameplay. All right, and for Brendan Fraser's career. Where's his Oscar? Anyway, we're out. Thank you so much. I love you all. Mello, of course, loves you all. Super Metroid community, thank you for showing the support. And yeah, we will see you. I don't want to say this, but you're all cringy enough of a community for me to say this. So I'll do you this one favor this one time, all right? But we will definitely see you next mission. And we're out. Take care and have a wonderful life. Bye.